Most couples focus on communication, romance, or finances, and while all of that matters, it's not the core. The real key to a successful marriage is something deeper, something sacred. It's not just about loving your partner, it's about growing together, spiritually, emotionally, internally. In this video, I'll show you what most couples completely miss and why the strength of your marriage is directly tied to the strength of your individual souls. Let's begin. Let's begin with a story. There was once an elderly couple who had been married for 60 years. A young journalist asked them, "How did you make it this far without falling apart?" The wife smiled and said, "We were born in a time when if something was broken, you fixed it. You didn't throw it away." Simple words, but powerful truth. Modern relationships often come with the illusion of perfection, but a marriage is not perfect people coming together. It's two imperfect souls walking a path, committed to learning, forgiving, and showing up again and again. Let's now explore the spiritual side of this. In the Bhagavad Gita, spiritual partnership is emphasized not by attachment, but by duty and higher purpose. Marriage is seen as a sacred dharma, a path where both individuals help each other purify ego, cultivate virtue, and serve something greater than themselves. Lord Krishna advises, perform your duty equipoised, abandoning all attachment to success or failure. Such equanimity is called yoga. Apply this to marriage. Your role is not to control or fix your partner, but to act with love without clinging to outcomes. In the Bible, Ephesians 5:33 says, "Each one of you also must love his wife as he loves himself, and the wife must respect her husband." This isn't about hierarchy, it's about balance, mutual love, and mutual respect. A successful marriage requires both hearts to feel seen, safe, and valued. In Islam, marriage is considered half of the faith. It is not merely a social contract, but a spiritual training ground, one where patience, humility, generosity, and devotion are tested and strengthened. And in Buddhism, mindful partnership is practiced through the 5 precepts, including right speech, right intention, and non-harming. The goal is not attachment, but mutual awakening. So from every tradition, we hear this. Marriage isn't just a bond, it's a spiritual path. Now let's take the scientific approach. According to relationship expert Dr. John Gottman, the number one predictor of divorce isn't money or infidelity. It's contempt, not anger, not disagreements, but subtle habits of disrespect, sarcasm, and emotional withdrawal. His research shows that couples who express admiration turn toward each other's needs and maintain a strong foundation of friendship tend to stay together longer and feel more fulfilled. That means, scientifically speaking, a successful marriage is built not on grand romantic gestures, but on daily emotional investment, being kind, being present, and being committed to understanding each other. Neuroscience also tells us that oxytocin, the bonding hormone, is released not just through physical intimacy, but through eye contact, shared experiences, and mutual care. So when you emotionally check out, the bond begins to erode, no matter how loyal you are on paper. If your relationship feels stuck, strained, or distant, you're not alone. But in a moment, I'll share a shift that transformed how I approached love, partnership, and spiritual intimacy. Stay until the end, because the last insight could be the most important thing your marriage ever hears. Now let me share something personal. I used to think love meant always agreeing, always being happy, always feeling close, but marriage taught me something deeper. There were times of distance, misunderstandings, ego clashes, and the old version of me would get frustrated thinking something was wrong. But over time, I learned that those very moments were the training. A successful marriage isn't made during the good times, it's built in the storm. When you choose to stay, to listen, to forgive, to try again, that's when love matures into something real. And I realized my job isn't to change my partner, it's to love them through their change, to grow myself so I can support their growth. That's the sacred partnership. Let me now share 10 principles that can transform any marriage into a spiritual journey. These aren't just techniques, they're truths, and they apply whether you're married now or preparing for that chapter. 1. See your partner as your mirror. They reflect what's unhealed within you. Practice. When they trigger you, pause and ask, what part of me is reacting? What can I learn here? 2. Commit to inner work, not outer control. Changing yourself changes the marriage more than changing them ever will. Practice. Meditate, journal, seek therapy or mentorship. Make your growth a gift to the relationship. 3. Speak to elevate, not to win. Words can heal or hurt. Use them wisely. Practice. Before speaking in conflict, ask, will this make us closer or create more distance? 4. Practice sacred presence. Your full attention is the greatest gift. Practice. Put the phone away, make eye contact, listen deeply without fixing. 5. Choose love over ego. You can be right or you can be in love. Choose carefully. Practice. When pride rises, ask, is this about love or proving a point? Then soften. 6. Forgive often, fully and silently. Don't carry the weight of old wounds. Practice. When they apologize, accept it completely. And when they don't, let it go anyway. 7. Celebrate their soul, not their role. See who they are beyond the labels of spouse, parent, or provider. Practice. Tell them what you admire about their essence, not just what they do. 8. Be the peace you want to feel. Don't wait for them to calm down. Be the calm. Practice. When tension rises, take a breath and become the space, not the spark. 9. Serve without keeping score. Love gives because it wants to, not because it expects. Practice. Do one kind act today without telling them. Let it be your quiet prayer. 10. Invite God into your marriage. A cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. Practice. Pray together, reflect together, ask God to be the center, not the background. Let me end with this. Marriage is not about finding your other half. You are already whole. It's about walking hand in hand with another soul, learning what it means to give, to grow, and to return to love over and over again. It's not easy, it's not always pretty, but when it's sacred, it's powerful. A successful marriage isn't luck, it's daily choices, it's spiritual alignment. It's 2 people saying, I'm with you, not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. That's what most people miss. But now, you don't have to. This is Amit Kainth, and I'll see you in the next episode.